How to get started in plumbing. I get asked this question a lot, but really it's a good question to get asked because anybody who wants to get into plumbing, let me tell you what, now's the time. Make sure you hang around to the end because I'm going to tell you what you can do to get started in plumbing today. I'm going to give you some ideas because there's different kinds of plumbing to get into. I've actually got a free mini course you can go watch. Look, it's free. It's just going to ask you questions and help explain things to you. What kind of plumber do you want to be? Because you need to figure out if you want to do residential plumbing or if you want to do commercial plumbing. Now, when I first got into plumbing, to kid you not, I didn't even know the difference. I literally just thought plumbers were plumbers. I went down and I applied at a company. Now, I did it on the referral from a good friend and actually went to work with one of his brothers. But I went down and applied to the company. Believe it or not, I didn't even know what I was going to do. I just knew I was applying for a job. So I wish I'd have known something like this mini course was available. So my question is, do you want to be a residential plumber or commercial plumber? Do you want to do service or new construction? Do you want to do union or non-union? Because those are things that you may want to think about even before you get started. Now, like I said, I didn't know anything about any of that before I got started, but I got started doing commercial work. It was commercial, it was new construction, and it was non-union. Don't let the fact that you don't know what kind of plumber you want to be yet, don't let that bother you. You can still get a job as a plumber and you may change. Now, why do I say that? Well, I told you, I started commercial, I started new construction, and I started non-union. Now I'm residential, service, union. So guys, you may not end up where you're at, but here's the good thing. I've learned a little bit of a lot of it on the way, meaning I've done all of it. And that's why I'm probably a very good person to ask about how to get started in plumbing. Because what it all boils down to is figure out what you want to do. Do you want to build homes or do you want to build big office buildings or do you want to do repairs? If you don't know what they are, do a little research on that. If you don't understand what I'm talking about by the different kind of plumbing opportunities, do a little research. Chances are if you want to go union, most unions are new construction. But then again, I'm a little different. I'm residential service and my company is a union company. I can tell you the goods and bads about every single one of those options that I give you. But the things that I'll tell you today, the trades need people. I know you've heard Mike Rowe talk about it. I know you've heard Kevin O'Leary talk about it. You've heard a lot of different people talking about it, but listen to me as a plumbing company owner. Not just as a plumbing company owner, but a plumbing company owner that talks to plumbers and plumbing company owners across the nation. We need people in the trades. And when I say the trades, I don't just mean plumbing. I talk to electricians. I talk to HVAC techs. I talk to roofers. We need people to get into the trades. A labor shortage is the biggest problem we have. I need plumbers right now. But here's the thing. I want great plumbers, not just a guy that knows how to fix things. I want a guy that understands how to come in and communicate with people. I want a guy that understands when he comes to work, man, he dresses good. He looks good. He smells good. Can you imagine standing and talking to somebody about a problem in your house and the guy doesn't smell good? Or maybe he just finished smoking a cigarette and he's in your face. And when I say he, don't get me wrong, ladies, you can become plumbers too. And I say that and I've actually got videos about that. Some of the top plumbers in Texas are female. The executive director of the Texas State Plumbing Board, a female. The former chief plumbing inspector in the city of Dallas, a female. The director of plumbing education at the local 100 here in Dallas, a female. There are so many women in this trade that really move up and do well, it would surprise you. Hashtag 71K Plum Strong is big here in Texas because we're fighting for our plumber license. A female, a lady who's an engineer or almost an engineer, is running that. She is really good at what she does. Here's my thing. You don't have to say, okay, I'm going to be the top person in the state. But here's what you need to do. You need to figure out if this is the trade you want to get into, because there are other opportunities. You can become an electrician, an HVAC technician, an elevator worker, a carpenter, a roofer, a landscaper, a window cleaner. And there are so many things that you can do. Tell you what I like about plumbing. Remember that old Norman Rockwell poster, "The plumber protects the health of the nation"? That's a big deal, but it's true. Plumbers save more lives than doctors. And if you don't think that's true, ask a doctor what would happen if a plumber installed a cross connection and put bad water in the plumbing system. Guys, plumbers can make people sick. But the good thing is we're trained and we do the job right. We take tests to get licenses so that doesn't happen. So let's get back. You want to be a plumber. First of all, you have to become a plumbing apprentice. So to become an apprentice plumber, what you have to do is go to work for a company and learn plumbing. Now here in Texas, we have an apprentice registration, then we have a tradesman, then we have a journeyman and a master, and then a responsible master plumber. Now there's other endorsements along the way. As an apprentice, you can become a drain cleaner, a registered drain cleaner, a utility installer. As a tradesman, you work on residential or two-family homes. No multifamily, no commercial. As a journeyman, you can work on any plumbing job in the state of Texas. As a master, which is a license you have to have in order to sell work, to open your own company and provide a business. A responsible master plumber has to be part of every plumbing company because he is the one that has studied or done what it takes to be the responsible master plumber. He's the one that when it rolls downhill, that's where it's going to stop. Start out by becoming an apprentice. If you want to be a good plumber, become a good apprentice. Learn what it takes to be good. When you show up at the job and you ask your journeyman questions, make sure that you understand what he's talking about. If you don't, ask another question. When you ask questions, don't ask that same question again. If you're going to ask him a question, make sure that you learn and you listen to what he's saying. If you still don't understand it after he's explained it, go home and look it up. Y'all have information available to y'all we didn't have when I was growing up. So try to be the best apprentice that you can be. There's study guides. The IPC and the UPC both have great study guides. I've actually got a video where I teach you how to use that study guide to prepare for your exams. What I would do if you really want to be a great apprentice, learn to study that study guide now. That way you know what they're talking about as you're learning plumbing. That would have helped me so much. Learn to use the study guide. Learn to use it right. You want to learn to study because that's going to help make you a better apprentice, which will help make you a better plumber, which will really make you a better worker. It's going to make you a better employee for your company and help you bring more value. And if you bring more value, you're going to make more money. Don't ever think that there's a cap on what you can make. If you don't like it there, you can either go somewhere else or you can open your own company. I moved up through the companies and then decided I wanted to open my own. Guys, if you want to become a plumber, start today. And my big tip is get out and find a job. That's where it really starts. All you've got to do, and think about it. If you want to do residential, go look at where people are building houses. If you want to do commercial, go look at where the cranes are. Go look at where the big office jobs are being built. Maybe they're building a big hospital in your area. Go down there, find out who the plumbing contractor is on the job, and apply for a job. If you want to do service, sit down in front of the TV. I know that sounds crazy, but look and see who's running commercials. The company running commercials is probably busy because if they can afford those television commercials, they can afford to hire plumbers. Go apply there. But always make sure you ask what's in it for you. What kind of training are they going to give you to help make you a better plumber? Because at the end of the day, isn't that what you want to be? A great plumber? If you're already in the trades, do me a favor. Leave a comment down below and let me know. Are you residential or are you commercial? Do you do new construction or do you do service? And are you union or non-union? Guys, if you want to get into plumbing, now's the time. We're short people in the trades, and you will always have a great job and a great future ahead of you. I'm Roger Wakefield, Lead AP, the expert plumber. I'll see you on the next video if you don't get flushed.